Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today's topic is how to trim your natural hair. And first things first, you need to make sure that you have all of your proper tools. So, I have my wide tooth rat tail comb, and lastly, I have my shears. Okay, and also, just in case you guys need more information on where to get these products and how much they are, you can check out my products video. Alright, so now we're going to get to the how-to part. Okay, as you can see in my hair, I have several Bantu knots. I think I have about 18. And what I did was I sectioned my hair into 4 main parts after I washed it. Okay? And then I did it right down the sides. And then in each side, I sectioned it off and made about 4 Bantu knots. And also in the back, I sectioned it down the middle. And there's about 6 in each one just because I had to get the bottom 2 rows. So about however many that you want, but I tried to do it not too small and not too big since I'm going to be trimming. I don't want it to be too jagged or anything like that. Okay, so here we go. Now all I'm going to do is take down my Bantu knots. Alright, and normally what I do is I twist my hair, single strand twist, which is what this is. That's all you really need to do in order to trim your hair. But I Bantu knotted it because I was lazy and I went to bed last night, and so I just Bantu knotted it and decided to make a whole style out of it. So, like I said, you can go ahead and start taking them down. And what you see in here is just product that was left over from last night. Alright, and normally what I do, I don't have any right now on me, is I take all of my twist outs, Bantu knots, or just single strand twist down with oil. But I don't have any, and my hair is still really moisturized, so it's alright. Alright, here we go. And as far as trimming, I do trim about every 6 months. See, just a few more. Once you take down all of your Bantu knots or twists or anything like that, this is what you should have. And in the back. Alright, so here we go. Oh, before we go there, how do you know that you need a trim? My sure tell signs are the fact my hair is very stringy at the ends. Especially if I do a twist out or something, you just have these random flyaways and they're just kind of out there on their own. Another sure tell sign is that it's brittle, it's dry. You can almost never get it completely moisturized. And what you don't want is dry, brittle hair, and you can feel it. And it gets really tangled at the bottoms, and you constantly have knots at the bottom of your hair. So if you have any of those few things, it's probably about time for a trim. And do not be afraid to trim your hair, because when I say trim, I literally mean trim. Some people get scissor happy. I don't like having my hair cut, so that's not me. So just make sure you're trimming off as much as you want and as much as you need. So make sure of that. I only trim off about maybe this much, which is not a lot at all. So here we go. Trim the ends. Alright. See? That's about how much I'm going to get all over the place. And what I'm pretty much trying to accomplish here is that I recently colored my hair. Well, not recently. It was about 6... No, it's probably more than that. Maybe about 7 months ago. And a lot of the color has made my hair a little brittle, especially in the ends, because that's mainly what I color on my ends. But I am taking a hiatus from coloring. Okay. Alright. Also, you want to keep track of what exactly it is that you are cutting. Don't want to color any good pieces. Or you don't want to cut any good pieces, I'm sorry. So, I am done with this section. I'm going to move over. And a lot of people have asked me about, how do you know if it's going to be even and all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't really wear my hair down at all. Normally it is in its natural state. So once I take my hair down, you guys will see. You can't even tell when I have trimmed it. And also, it is good to trim your hair, just because if you do have damage at the bottom, you don't want it to creep up and continue to break off other good pieces of your hair. You don't want that. So don't be afraid to trim. At one point in my life, I was very afraid, but please believe me, it will grow back. And what you can do to separate the stuff you've already trimmed is you can get a an ouchless band, anything like that. Okay, so I just left my bathroom. I needed to see a little better to finish my trimming, and now I am done. All right, so here's about what I have. Not a lot, like I said. I just wanted to mainly get my ends and trim them up a little bit because, like I said, mainly what is in here is more of blondish colors, which is from when I colored my hair. Like I said, I don't like to just cut a lot off, but it's kind of up to you. But also, another frequently asked question is, how do I know how much to cut or what part of my hair? Well, as you can see, like with mine, it is now a straight, even end. Before, there were all kinds of split ends and hairs going everywhere. You don't want that at all. That's not what you should be going for. So that's how I know what I want off my hair and which ends and how much to cut off. So after I've trimmed my hair, as you can see, this is what I have left. Um, Nothing major, not a big difference. Doesn't look like I went and got my second big chop. It's nothing major. Okay, so that is pretty much it. But I'm going to go ahead and take it down so you guys can see the end result. My hair is not exactly dry. I guess I could have sat under a dryer, but like I said, I try to avoid it, and I don't really just have anywhere to go today. So big is fine today. So I'm going to go ahead and take these down so you guys can see that. And what I do is I completely twist my hair around the reverse way of what I twisted it, so I can separate it. And there you go. And also, a good way to tell that you did a good job on your trimming is that you see none of my ends are connected. You know, sometimes you can run into that with really dry and brittle hair. Your ends get connected, and so you're pulling and stretching your hair apart. That was a really smooth transition for me. So here we go. Keep going. Just reversing the twist of what you had originally. See how smooth and easy that separated? Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm halfway done with this side. Have no fear. It will grow back. Done. A few more. Let's see. Okay. This is it. Like I said, these are still kind of wet, so they're not that defined. And there was a lot of hair in each one, so that's also why it took a while to dry. But let you guys see the back. Okay, and so from here, you can style it however you want. I just wanted to show you guys how to trim your hair, and also you can make a style out of it. So I have a fresh trim and a fresh bantu knot. It's kind of wet, but you can make it work and play with it and do whatever it is that you want to do. So I'm going to go style mine, but for today's purposes, this is what I just wanted to show you guys and let you see. So, thank you guys for watching me, and I hope you guys really learned something. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye. You guys, never be afraid to trim your hair. It is okay. It's just hair. It will grow back, I promise. But this is very necessary. So if you guys have any questions or anything else you guys want to know, feel free to just ask, subscribe, and share, and we will get back to you guys as soon as we can.